Dear, I won't look up till you come back.
What do you want?
I was just coming to say goodbye. You see, we're leaving first thing in the morning, catching the early train.
Well, goodbye then, and say goodbye to Mrs. Plymouth. Mrs. Walker? Mrs. Walker!
Who is it?
It's Miss King. Would you come along to my room, please?
Whatever's the matter?
Goodness. He was lurking outside the door.
Oh, dear.
Oh, come on. They may be very old friends of yours and very regular clients, but that man is not just a harmless old lecher. He's not normal. He could be dangerous.
I'm sorry, dear, that this sort of thing should have happened to you again, but Mr. and Mrs. Plymouth have been out since dinner time. They've only just this minute got in.
Wait a minute. Where did this come from?
What is it, dear?
It's a man's glove.
Well, yes, it is, isn't it?
It has a name tag. B. Walker. Would you happen to know who that is? Mrs. Walker?
Yes, dear. Bernard Walker. I'm afraid that belongs to my husband. Milk and sugar, dear.
Thank you.
It's 25 years from when I started as a child. I got my first job on the stage at 7.
7. It's young to start acting.
Well, Mum and Dad are in the business, you see. They used to do a comedy sketch outside a pub with a kid. I was the kid. Lovely people, all that lot. All dead now, of course. Well, most of them. That's my Mum and Dad in Panto.
Mrs. Walker, are you going to tell me about your husband?
What did you say, dear?
Your husband. You said the glove was his. Where is he?
Well, it's a long story, dear, and a very sad one.
You're divorced?
No, we never were divorced. We live apart. Have some more tea, dear.
Oh, thank you. What was his glove doing in my room? Do you have any idea?
Yes, my dear, I'm afraid I have. Because he's been here again. Last night and again tonight. It must have been him in your room. And I let you think it was Mr. Plymouth who wouldn't hurt a fly. That was wicked of me. Wicked. When all along I knew it was my Bernie. I had to try and cover up for him, dear. I didn't want you to know. But then you found his glove, didn't you?
Mrs. Walker, if you try to explain it to me simply, I'll try to understand.
He's ill, my dear. He wanders about up and down the coast. It's his mind. He's not normal. We had this terrible row about a year ago. He's so jealous of me. You see, we had this double act and we used to do a number called A Couple of Toffs, and I got all the laughs. Well, you don't want to hear about that. Well, then the war came and he had a bad heart and we packed it up. I'd got something stashed away, so I bought this house, with my money, mind you. And anyway, for a while, we were very happy.
And then the trouble started.
Well, he hadn't got a job, you see, dear, just helping me around the place. And I think he felt a bit humiliated, depending on me, you see. And, well, we got on each other's nerves, and we had this terrible...
And then he left.
Not exactly. I told him to clear out and find someone else to live off. I shouldn't have said those things. I didn't mean half of them. But he took me at my word, and the next morning, gone. Just left a note saying he could take care of himself very nicely.
And why does he keep coming back?
I don't know, my dear. He's not normal, you see. At first, he used to ring the bell and ask for clothes and money like some tramp. He'd pretend not to know me, just ask for things and slam the door in my face. And he started to ring me up at midnight, saying he was the vicar collecting for the poor. But I knew his voice. And then he started writing me these postcards. Dirty pictures on them. Saying he was keeping an eye on me, watching me wherever I went. Look, I've got one of them here.
It's incredible.
Jealousy. You see, me having such a busy life with people coming and going, especially in the season, and I used to get out quite a bit, you know, with my residents. Used to go to concerts and shows and that, and he'd see me out and about having a good time, and, well, he's not normal. And then he just started walking into the place.
Why can't the police pick him up and at least get him some medical help?
Well, they don't know where he is, my dear. He keeps changing his room. Besides, I wouldn't go to the police. I couldn't. After all, he is my husband, you know. And if they picked him up, they'd put him in a loony bin. I couldn't do that to Bernie.
Mrs. Walker, don't you think that might be the kindest thing to do for your Bernie?
I couldn't live with myself knowing I'd put him into one of those places.
Mrs. Walker, you said yourself that your husband's not well. He could be violent. It's not safe to let him run around like that. I mean, if he feels that he can come in and out of here anytime he pleases. How does he get in here when the door's locked?
Well, he had his own key to the front door when he left me.
And you haven't changed the lock?
I'm always thinking about it, dear, but I hope that he'll stop pestering me and go off somewhere else.
Look, Mrs. Walker, I know it's none of my business, really. And I'm very sorry to hear about your problems, but I think the least you can do for your guests is change the lock. Immediately.
I'm so worried about it. I don't know what to do.
All right. Don't get upset. Maybe I can help you. I'll try to think of something.
You'll want to leave here after this. I know you will. But I won't charge you.
No, I don't want to leave. I'll stay here and keep you company if you promise to get that lock changed first thing in the morning.
Very well, then, I promise. I know a shop in the high street that does locks and keys. We'll go there tomorrow, shall we?
Right. Tell me something, Mrs. Walker. Do you still love him?
I suppose so. Why?
Would you have him back?
He'd never come back, not to me. He's got this obsession that I hate him. He's convinced himself of that. You're going to bed now, dear?
Yes.
Just a minute, dear. Look, seeing will only be the two of us after tomorrow. Would you have any objection to calling me Joan?
No, of course not. Good night, Joan. Oh, my name is Barbara.
Well, cheerio, Mrs. Walker. Thanks. Until next year, eh?
Yes, that's right. It's a shame having your holiday with this rotten weather.
Oh, got your Mac, Jim?
Yes.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Plimmer are just leaving.
Yes, I know. I thought I'd like to say goodbye.
Oh. Ta-ta, then. Come on, we'd best be going or we shall miss our train.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Look, I'd like to apologize for the other night. I'm very sorry. I was upset. Please forgive me.
No hard feelings. I wear specs. The bloke wore specs. It's only natural. No, it's... As I said, some peeping Tom came in from the street. And between you and me, I don't blame him. Cheerio.
Goodbye, Mr. Flynn.
Goodbye, Mr. Walker.
Goodbye. Pleasant journey. That's them gone.
It was stupid of me to accuse him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't mention it again. They'll come back next year. They always have and they always will. Have you had your breakfast, dear?
No, not yet.
Neither have I. Let's go and have some nice eggs and bacon, and then we can go round the shops. You will come with me, won't you?
I'd love to.
Hello, Mr. Butler.
Hello, Mrs. Walker. What may I have the pleasure of doing for you, then?
Well, I want a new lock fitted on my front door at the Beach Hotel.
Oh, yes?
I've had one or two guests go off with their keys lately, so, well, just to be on the safe side. Oh, this is Miss King from America. My last guest of the season.
What time would be convenient for me to come, then?
Well, can you do it today?
Yes, I'll send the lad along this afternoon. 3:30. You want your usual type lock, I take it?
That's right. 3 keys, please. Thank you. Well, that's done.
You'll feel safer now.
We'll both feel safe.
Good evening, Peggy.
Evening, Miss King.
Oh, you'll be here for dinner, won't you?
Yes. Oh, did you get those things ironed for me?
Yes, they're all done. I put them in the airing cupboard upstairs.
Great. I think I'll get them before I forget about
Oh, I'll fetch them for you, Miss
No,
King.
don't worry about it. Thanks.
Dinner's about ready, miss.
All right, I'll be right down.
Mrs. Walker? Is that you? Joan? Joan! Find your things, Miss King.
Yes, Peggy, thank you. You did a lovely job. Peggy, what's that little room up next to the linen closet upstairs?
I'm not sure. I don't go up there very often, but I think it's the box room. Mrs. Walker always keeps it locked.
Is it possible that there could be somebody living up there, Peggy?
What do you mean?
Well, a hotel guest who's sick or bedridden or something.
Oh, no. There's nobody in the place now. Only you and Mrs. Walker. Why?
Well, I just heard something up there and just my imagination.